Yesterday, a Royal Canadian Navy helicopter on a NATO mission, carrying 6 members of the Canadian Armed Forces, went down with all hands in the Ionian Sea off the coast of Greece. 1 casualty was recovered and 5 are missing. All of them are heroes.
Canada and its NATO allies are scouring the Ionian Sea for any sign of 5 Canadian Armed Forces members missing and presumed dead after their helicopter went down Wednesday night. The military says they're still not sure exactly how it happened yet, but they are certain it didn't happen as a result of contact or a shoot down.
We have recovered the flight data and voice recorders from the helicopter. A Canadian Armed Forces flight safety team is departing today to begin their work to find answers for the families and loved ones.
More details are emerging now about the crash. The helicopter, a CH-148 Cyclone like the one you're seeing now, was returning to HMCS Fredericton from a training exercise when contact was lost just before 7 p.m. local time. Signal flares were seen soon after and search efforts began. It's not clear where this happened, but the Fredericton most recently sailed from Suda on the island of Crete. The Fredericton was on a deterrence mission aimed at limiting Russian influence in Central and Eastern Europe. But Chief of the Defense Staff, General Jonathan Vance, was unequivocal, saying this didn't happen as a result of a shoot-down or contact. Meanwhile, Canada has put an operational pause on all of its Cyclone helicopters until a cause is determined.
We will try to get back to business with those helicopters as quickly as we can, but we have to rule out that there's a fleet-wide problem, and we're going to do that as quickly as we can.
The first confirmed casualty, Sub-Lieutenant Abbigail Cowbrough, 23 years old, of Nova Scotia. A Royal Military College graduate, Cowbrough was a former member of the cadets and avid bagpiper. In a social media post last week, she played a rendition of Amazing Grace to honor those killed in the Nova Scotia mass shootings. Cowbrough's grandmother says Abigail's 3 brothers were hit hard by the news.
The 3 boys were with their dad last night when the military officers came to the house, and they called me and asked if they could come over, and I said no, because my husband and I are seniors and we're self-isolating. And Simon said, please, Grandma, we need to come. And I said, Simon, I'm sorry, but nobody's been in my house for weeks. So then he just said, Grandma, Abby died, we need to come.
The Canadian Forces have also now released the names of the 5 Forces members still missing. Captains Brendan Ian MacDonald, Kevin Hagan, and Maxime Miron-Morin, Sub-Lieutenant Matthew Pike, and Master Corporal Matthew Cousins. The search continues in the Ionian Sea for the wreckage of the helicopter and those 5 missing members of the forces. But Defense Chief General Vance says with a search area of over 3,000 square meters, it'll be no easy task. In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.